The long lazy days of the July-August vacation means lots of fun for children and youths. But they also represent a perfect opportunity for exploring new activities, learning new sports, developing a new skill, developing friendships, and growing. Hundreds of youngsters are now doing just that through participation in the Department of Culture, Youth and Sports August Vacation Camp program. In this week's edition of Guyana 411, we look at a few of these camps. We hear from the facilitators about the learning experience that the youths are engaged in, the fulfilling roles of the instructors, coaches, and facilitators. We will be talking to the youths to find out their thoughts about the camp and how they are enjoying their July-August vacation. Thank you for joining us. I am Gabriella Patram, and this is Guyana 411. At the Walter Roth Museum of Anthropology on Main Street, youths between the ages of 8 to 11 are working with professional archaeologists to understand the history of the first peoples who came to Guyana thousands of years ago.
The budding archaeologists are making a trip into the past to uncover the secret of the Amerindian peoples, how they reached Guyana, and how they lived in those early days.
The first aspect of the program, we teach the students about the 9 tribes and a little definition about each tribe, what they have to offer.
The first people were hunters and fishers when they arrived in Guyana. In time, they learned how to cultivate the soil, and before they came into contact with the Europeans, their tools were made of stones. These are among the interesting facts that the youngsters are learning about our first people.
Some of the courses that we have communication, we have transportation, we have their diet, what they used to eat, and for example fish, wild meat, crab. We also have storytelling, and with the storytelling we will deck out the children with animals so that they can actually do some hunting exercise. And we also go into an Amerindian village and we socialize with the Amerindians. We learn about TB so they get an opportunity to learn their craft.
The planned interaction in the indigenous tribe is so that the children can get a better understanding of how the Amerindians live and not to rely on their imaginary trip into the past.
I know persons would say that the Amerindians, they don't really work. So I'm hoping from this program that they will be able to learn a lot more about their cultures and respect the Amerindians.
Exploration, discover, and adventure for the youths that are participating has been a blast. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to put the principle of archaeology into practice that they cannot pass up.
I really like archaeology. And my parents, they like to follow me up and support me with the archaeology programs and the National Trust of Guyana and so on. So I came here to learn about the archaeology, what's the history of the Amerindian. I like the pictographs and the petroglyph because the others I know, but the petrograph and the pictograph are the things that I don't know, and I really like to follow up on them.
I got involved in this class because my mom, she told me I was going to go to a camp, and she said I was going to a camp in the museum, and I was excited because I could explore more in the museum.
I got involved because my mom told me that how there's this new program that she wants me to go, and it's all about anthropology. I've learned all about the Amerindians, where they came from, how they came here, and the 9 tribes of the Amerindian, and what petroglyphs and pictographs mean.
The Walter Roth Museum of Anthropology is one of the oldest such museums in the English-speaking Caribbean. It was established in 1974 but was opened to the public in 1982. The museum is a non-profit institution created by the government of Guyana to collect, exhibit, and conserve artifacts, relating to the ancient cultures of Guyana. In addition to conducting anthropological research and disseminating knowledge of the indigenous peoples of Guyana through its in-house and outreach programs, the museum's annual summer camp, which it hosts in collaboration with the Department of Culture, Youth and Sport, are a wonderful way to engage and educate the public, especially the youths, about the practices and discipline of anthropology.
Over at the Coloring House on Camp Street, youths are being offered an incredible opportunity to learn to swim from some of the best coaches.
The 4-week swimming program allows the instructors to teach youths the basics about the sport, as swimming instructor Cordell Walcott explains.
The ability and the skill we learn here is to teach the children how to kick the legs, how to try to float the body on top of the water, and how to glide and throw the arms. That's the basics we teach them to do in the Learn to Swim program for the Ministry of the Department of Culture, Youth and Sport.
The camp is divided into 2 age groups and 2 locations, with 6 to 10 swimming at Colgrane Pool and 11 to 16 at the National Aquatic Center on the east coast of Demerara. 5 instructors are stationed at each venue. Guyana is the land of many waters, with many canals, streams, creeks, and rivers, and knowing how to swim could be a very important life-saving skill. The aim of the camp is to teach children at an early age this life-saving skill.
Swimming is a very important thing in life, especially in case you're going on a vacation or anything. The swimming is one of the skills that you will love to have, because you don't know, emergency could do happen. I would encourage the youths out there, swimming, come in and learn how to swim, because swimming, the rules and the regulation of swimming is very important in your life. Especially like this. The ministry hosts this every year. Every year we host it, the summer program and the Easter program.
The swimming camp has been ongoing for close to 2 decades. They are eagerly anticipated by children and their parents. Over the years, the camp has produced many national swimmers.
Swimming class is basically when you come and you learn to swim. You first have to do kicking on the deck, and secondly you have to learn to blow your bubbles and kick in the water. I like best about swimming is that when you come to the classes you get to meet new friends, and in case of any emergency in the water you already know how to swim.
The swimming camp is being facilitated through the Ministry of Education under the National Sports Commission. Director of Sports, Christopher Jones, said that the National Sports Commission is facilitating over 10 sports camps to engage youths across the country to learn a life skill or sport discipline.
Well, essentially the aim for the summer camps is to, one, have the young people gamefully occupied during the summer vacation program. 2, to teach them some life skills. And 3, is to try to get them involved in some particular sport discipline. So here, after the 2 months has concluded, the hope and the expectation is that they will then essentially join a club of that respective discipline. But in total, overall, we will be engaging over this 2 months period a total of about 1,600. And it spreads, it's not only concentrated in Georgetown.
Sport camps are being held on the east coast and east bank of Demerara, in regions 3, 5, 6, 7, and 10. The exceptions are regions 8 and 9, where geographical constraints prevent the facilitation of these camps.
Not all the department's summer camps focuses on educational and physical activities. Over at the National School of Dance, the aim is on providing the environment for the youngsters to express themselves through dancing and drumming.
Dance is a performing art form consisting of purposefully selected sequences of human movement. This movement has aesthetic and symbolic value and is acknowledged as dance by performers and observers within a particular culture. The classes start by introducing the youths to the basic techniques of the various dance styles. Dance instructor Alicia Fairbin said that the dancing classes offer a variety of opportunities for dancers aged 6 to 9 to explore, learn, and create.
Well, beginners A2, there's where they learn the different position of the feet in modern and in ballet, the hands. They learn masquerade. They learn Indian dances, not the big techniques, but the basic techniques. They learn the basic techniques of masquerade. And they do mostly a lot of soca, which help them to move their body. They learn how to coordinate different parts of the body. Right? They also learn to do interpretive dances, the basic techniques they learn at beginners A. So when they go A2, so when they go on to other classes, they build more. They do basic exercise movements or stretches, help them breathe, help the body and the muscle be fully prepared for a higher level of techniques and movements.
The accomplished dancer of 16 years plus experience said that she enjoys teaching the youths the different techniques since it gives them an arena to develop themselves and their interest.
I enjoy teaching dancing. For me, it helps to relax my mind. I also get to interact with different children. I help some of them with their issues, because some children might have family issues, so I help them through dance so they could get to express themselves. I also help them to get to build their self-esteem, because some children, they're very into themselves. So through dance, they get to express themselves. They get to be out more in person with others. They get to interact.
Dance can be categorized and described by its choreography, by its repertoire of movement, or by its historical period or place of origin. Dance in itself is a means of allowing a human being to express his inner feelings, thoughts, and experiences. Dance is a natural form of self-expression. The body expresses itself naturally, and so therefore does the spirit. Tamara Christopher and Carlisa Davis, two of Farbin's students, say they enjoy the dancing classes. The two have since taken on the role of teacher's helper.
She's a good teacher, and she keeps pushing us to do the thing, and she said we have to be focused. Well, I got involved because my father really liked us dancing because I learned from my church. I'm doing fine, and it's helping me a lot. I'm learning that you have to keep trying and you will get it.
I used to dance for school, for graduation, and then my mom said she wanted me to come here.
The drum is the oldest percussion instrument. It was used in ancient times in rituals as signals to make announcements or warnings. In another section of the National School of Dance, a drumming class for beginners as well as advanced learners is also underway. Drum instructor Mark Cyrus is working with his batch of students on the different ways in which they can express themselves through drums. The program particularly focuses on the variety rhythm patterns.
They learn mostly basic rhythms, basic rhythms, which like the 1, 2, 3 rhythm, or we learn different we call breaks, which is like pam patam pam things like that. That's a part of the structure of the rhythm patterns we teach. I'm hoping to achieve, probably I said before, a nice score that they can probably one day come and be a party dance school or in some other area where probably in their own village, start something up, teaching, passing the skill on, the art form on.
Cyrus noted that though his class does not have any age requirements and all the participants in the class have shown extraordinary skills, his star student is 6-year-old Israel Roberts. Although Israel was a bit camera shy, he did say he learned how to play the drums from his uncle. While he loves playing the drum, the hobby will not be his future profession, but he will opt to choose a career when he is ready.
The Ministry of Education, Department of Culture, Youth and Sports, August Vacation Camp is one example of the government's program to provide activities filled with creativity and fun and academics for youths that involve both educational and physical activities.
The August vacation camps are part of an overarching effort aimed at producing well-rounded youths who can contribute to the country's future development. Director of Youth Melissa Carmichael says that beginning this year, some of the camps will start the process of educating the youths on the government's vision of creating a green state in Guyana.
I know that some persons might say, it's not quite at my age, or it's not quite for me. But this year the camps are ones with a difference, because we're ensuring, one, that we're aligning whatever we're doing at the camps with the vision of the government, which is moving towards a greener or a green state. Two, we are targeting young people between the ages 14 to 25. We're providing a space for them, an enabling space for them, where they have the opportunity to gain hands-on skills every day for a week, 2 weeks, 6 weeks. It depends on whichever region the camps are.
Just recently, Minister of Education Acting Nicolette Henry noted that youths are the backbone of the country and they can change the future, but they must be guided.
Youth are very important to the development of every country. I may appear to be redundant here. And the government of Guyana will spare no pain in ensuring that our youth are educated and trained and are provided with economic opportunities for their own development and that of their communities, and by extension, that of this country.
During the 2015 National Assembly, President David Granger said that the single most important group of people in Guyana is the nation's youth. He noted that they represent Guyana's potential to march into the future and adequately tackle modern-day challenges, hence the need for opportunities to shape them into well-rounded individuals in preparation for Guyana's transformation into a green state.
These camps are ongoing, filled with the right amount of fun, interaction, teamwork, and a dash of learning. The Department of Culture, Youth and Sports August Vacation Camps could be the right activity for your child or children. So parents or guardians, check out the ministry's Facebook page and fill out a form to a camp closest to you and of your choosing, so that your children can also be a part of these action-packed and creative activities. Thank you for joining us. You can catch these and other programs on DPI's website and YouTube channel. DPI also has an active Facebook page. Thank you for joining us. I am Gabriella Patram. Do have a safe and productive week ahead. Goodbye.